Black Lives Matter have definitely blown up since the George Floyd thing. Have you heard that the founder was purchasing $1 million houses in all white communities recently?
No, I didn't hear it, but I'm not surprised.
I don't really want to be in nobody's pocket, but I'm a little surprised. You could have bought a house in Baldwin Hills, Ladera Heights.
For what? Who's to tell you? I got money. Why you go to? What do it matter where I choose to buy my house?
Because she's a pro-black, Black Lives Matter,
right,
proud Marxist, anti-capitalist.
Let me bring my black ass around these white folks then. You know what I mean?
It doesn't represent, moving into an all-white community in $1 million community is not parallel to the positions that she's taken in the past.
Why isn't it? Like, we black and we here. Look, we here where y'all at. Like, we could make it here. It's like a triumphant thing. Like, when you black and you can move into a all-white community, it's like, yeah, like the niggas is here. Like, yeah, where the chicken wings at, nigga? Like, you know what I mean?
Like, when Ice-T moved to the Hollywood Hills, no problem with it. He came up. But Ice-T wasn't talking a bunch of mess about...
Just because you black, pro-black, don't mean you gotta be pro-broke. Like, she got money, she can afford to move to Topanga Canyon. Like, that's what she did. Like, what's wrong? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, that's people worried about shit they don't need to be worried about. Like, what does it matter that she bought a new house and she did what they, you know what I mean? That's like you having a nonprofit and people feel like, oh, StreetGangs made a lot of money. Oh, Alonso just bought $1 million house in Hollywood Hills. So fucking what? Like, so? Like what? Cause he from the hood and he deal with street gangs. He gotta live in the streets with the gangs. Like no, like nigga, I've accomplished in life, and nigga, I'm black and I'm here with y'all. Like that's an accomplishment. Like so, I ain't got nothing to say about that.
No, I think you're right, but I do feel like we gotta support our middle and upper middle class black communities in LA, like Baldwin Hills, because if we don't buy, then it's gonna get bought up by others and get gentrified, and then 20 years from now, we won't even have Baldwin Hills.
I mean, so y'all remember that when you get your money, y'all remember that. Like, you know what I mean? When you get your check, you remember that and get your house in the hood. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, if someone said, I want to gift you a house anywhere in LA, where would you want to stay?
I would go West LA. Off Olympic somewhere, probably like Olympic in that area, up in there. Anywhere in LA, yeah, I would go West LA, like.
Close to the beach?
No, not really far. I mean, we in LA, we always close to the beach. Everywhere is close to the beach, right? You know what I mean? Everywhere close to the beach. But, I just like that area. Like, if I was gonna live in LA, like, I think I would go, West LA area, up in there.
Yeah, that's a cool little spot.
Yeah, up in there, over across Olympic. Between Olympic and Wilshire area up in there.
Definitely middle to upper middle class.
Upper middle class, yeah. Right? You know what I mean?
Actually, the blacks used to have all up and down Fairfax to La Cienega sewed up from Pico to Pico to like Washington. That was all black up and down Fairfax.
That shit's dope.
But a lot of them moved out. But
honestly, I wouldn't mind. Honestly, like if I could really have a house, I wouldn't mind staying in West Adams. Like West Adams is a nice historical neighborhood. I like the energy and the vibe. We got the college USC students. It's like I like the area. Like you know what I mean. I kind of wouldn't mind having a nice fat little house up in there. LA, I love LA. Like it's you know what I mean. It's a bit rough in most places, but it's still a lot of beauty to it, and it's still places where you could move and be peaceful. Like you know what I mean. You don't always, especially when you got a couple of dollars, you could get, you know what I mean. You could get above the bullshit.
So over the years, you seem to have mastered the art of doing your interviews because you've done quite a few in the last, 5 years or so. Is this something that it comes natural to you, or is it you're constantly thinking?
Honestly, me, I've done so many, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's just regular to like, at first, I never, like when it first started, I never did any interviews. So naturally you like nervous and you know what I mean, you trying to, you know what I mean, you doing your best to like try to put on the image, but what I realized by doing them and just by being me, just be you. Like, you know what I mean? An interview, they're interviewing you. So just relax. Like, you don't have to put on no, like, just be you. Like, I'm not trying to impress. I'm gonna just be me. Like, you know what I mean? And that's, you know what I mean? Relax and be you.
One of our first 2013 interviews is about to hit 1 million.
That's dope.
I don't know if any of these other interviews you've done hit 1 million yet, but this was like at 980,000. When I first saw you, I just told my assistant, I was like, hey, I want to interview Boskoe. I don't care about that Rosenthal. I just want to interview Boskoe. He's a funny dude. And I didn't even really like any of your music, to keep it real, but I wanted to just interview you, the person. Yeah. And I thought that was dope. We was in the alley. We was in Inglewood.
I think that was dope.
Yeah.
That was like, you know what I mean? That was a chance to really like relax and be me. Like, fuck it. Like, we in the hood. But see, even then, I could tell like I was a bit like nervous and trying to like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm a lot more relaxed these days.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.